My fingers are hurting!
The scream shattered the night inside Obi's mansion. Laughter died mid-air as guests froze, then ran toward the sound. In a guest room, a woman writhed on the floor, clutching her hand, crying that it burned. Her fingers were swollen, red, and grotesquely stretched. On her finger gleamed a ring, small and golden, innocent to the eye, cruel in effect.
Take it off, it is burning!
An older woman pushed through the crowd and collapsed when she saw the ring. Tears streamed as she whispered broken confessions.
I am sorry, it's all my fault, please forgive me. It is the devil's work.
She spoke of envy, of desperation, of choosing darkness to rewrite destiny. When she admitted visiting a witch, the room fell silent, heavy with fear. Years earlier, there had been no mansion, no screams, no ring. There had only been a little girl named Joy. Joy lost her parents before memories could settle. Grief delivered her to her elder sister, Bella, and Bella's husband, Mark. Bella had a daughter, Glory, born the same year as Joy. They grew up under one roof, shared classrooms, shared chores, shared birthdays. To neighbors, they were sisters. But love was uneven. Glory received celebration, Joy received shelter. Glory learned entitlement, Joy learned gratitude. Bella trained her daughter to shine and reminded Joy to remember her place. Bella's house stood on a quiet street where neighbors believed kindness lived behind every closed door. From the outside, it looked like a place of safety, a home that had taken in an orphan child and raised her as its own. Inside, however, love was measured, counted, and distributed carefully. Bella fed her, clothed her, and ensured she went to school, but affection rarely followed. Every praise, every smile, every celebration belonged to Glory. Glory was the miracle child, the proof of Bella's success as a mother. She was dressed fast, spoken to softly, defended loudly. Joy watched and understood without being told. Mark tried to be fair, but fairness required courage, and Mark often chose peace. Joy slept with books borrowed from school, reading late into the night by borrowed light. While Glory practiced confidence in front of the mirror, Joy practiced understanding people's hearts. At family gatherings, Bella boasted about Glory's beauty and intelligence. When someone complimented Joy, Bella smiled thinly and redirected the conversation. Over time, Joy stopped expecting acknowledgement. Gratitude replaced expectation. School revealed what home concealed. Teachers noticed Joy's brilliance, her calm leadership, her quiet empathy. Children trusted her. They came to her with secrets and tears. Glory, admired and envied, collected attention easily, but trust came harder. Bella saw this too, and resentment began to grow. She reminded Joy often that she was lucky. Lucky to have a roof. Lucky to be educated. Lucky not to be alone. Joy accepted the reminder without bitterness.
Joy, I have to tell you, I feel like I have everything I wanted in life.
As years passed, the difference between the girls hardened into identity. Glory learned to expect the world to bend toward her. Joy learned to bend without breaking. Neither knew that these lessons would soon collide, when Favor entered the house and chose the one who had never asked for it. Chidi entered Joy's life quietly, without drama or spectacle, and that was what made him different. He was wealthy, respected, and accustomed to admiration, yet he carried himself with restraint. Their first conversation happened by chance, during a university charity event Joy had volunteered to organize.
Thank you so much, Joy. Will you be my woman?
When Bella discovered the relationship, her reaction was swift and cold.
This man is not for you. Men like him don't choose girls like you.
Joy was stunned. To Bella, Chidi represented status, validation, and victory. She believed Glory deserved him by default. Glory believed the same. She began to whisper doubts into Chidi's ear, framing concern as protection. Situations were manipulated. Words were twisted. Chidi grew distant. Confused and hurt, Joy tried to speak, but silence met her efforts. The space between them widened, filled with lies she had never spoken. One evening, Chidi confronted her with accusations that made no sense. Joy stood speechless, unable to recognize the person he described. Her tears did nothing to soften his resolve. Soon after, Glory announced her engagement. The room spun. Joy watched as favor slipped from her grasp, not because it was unearned, but because it had been stolen. And the pain that followed would shape everything that came next. On the wedding day, Joy stood among guests and clapped politely as Glory walked down the aisle in white. She felt hollow, yet strangely calm. Pain had drained her of anger. All that remained was acceptance. Marriage, however, did not reward betrayal. Behind closed doors, Glory discovered that Chidi's love was rigid and demanding. His affection came with control, his generosity with conditions. The man who once appeared charming became harsh, impatient, and increasingly abusive.
I should have never married you. You are a total mistake.
Joy heard fragments of this truth much later. When Glory finally came crying to her, bruised and exhausted, Joy did not remind her of the past. She listened. She comforted. She offered prayers and encouragement. Despite everything, Joy chose compassion over resentment. And that choice prepared her for the greatest favor still ahead. Joy did not expect love again. Years of heartbreak had taught her to tread carefully, to guard her heart, to accept life quietly. Yet fate has a way of surprising even the most cautious souls. Obi appeared as if summoned by destiny itself.
Hey dear, my name is Obi. I learned your name is Joy.
Yes, Obi. My name is Joy. It is nice to meet you.
He was older, commanding, yet gentle. Rich beyond imagination, but humble enough to notice what truly mattered, the depth of a person's heart. Joy found herself smiling without calculation, laughing without fear, and dreaming with hope she had long buried. Word spread quickly. Bella and Glory heard of Obi almost immediately, and their reaction was explosive. Bella's face tightened with anger. Glory's eyes narrowed with envy. This was the favor they had tried to control, and now it had chosen Joy. You don't deserve him, Bella hissed one evening when she visited under the pretense of concern. A woman like you just take without earning. Glory snorted in agreement. I should be the one by his side, she said, her voice sharp, almost desperate. Joy remained calm. Obi sees me as I am, she said softly. Not because of wealth or status, but because of who I am. Obi confirmed this repeatedly, ignoring their whispers, their schemes, and their attempts to plant doubt.
Glory will not continue with this marriage. These are the divorce papers. I found another man!
Even when Glory divorced Chidi hastily, hoping to pursue Obi, he refused to be manipulated.
Please reconsider.
My heart belongs to Joy alone.
Bella and Glory's fury intensified. They whispered, plotted, and schemed, but Obi's trust in Joy was unwavering. For the first time, Joy realized that her patience, kindness, and humility had finally been rewarded with a love that could not be stolen. But desperation drives people to dangerous measures. Bella's envy festered into action, a dark plan that would bring fear, chaos, and revelation to the eve of Joy's wedding. Bella's envy had transformed into desperation. Every attempt to sway Obi had failed, every whisper had been ignored, and Glory's impatience only fueled her fury. Determined not to lose again, Bella sought a solution beyond reason, a path dark and forbidden. Late one night, she visited a witch doctor on the outskirts of the city. The air smelled of herbs and smoke. Shadows danced across walls lined with jars and charms. Bella's heart pounded as she explained her plan, to take from Joy the favor that fate had granted her. The witch listened silently, her eyes like black mirrors reflecting desire and greed. Finally, she handed Bella a small portion of thick, dark liquid. Dip her ring into this, the witch instructed. It will bend destiny in her favor for the one who wears it. But beware, the one who covets it without right will suffer. Bella left with the charm in her hand, her heart pounding. She returned home and waited, timing her next move with precision. She did not tell Glory the full plan, only enough to stoke her daughter's greed and impatience. The night before Joy's wedding, Glory could no longer contain herself. Curiosity and envy overcame caution. She slipped into Joy's room, silent as a shadow. The wedding dress shimmered under the moonlight. Her fingers trembled as she traced the delicate fabric. Then she saw it, Joy's wedding ring, golden and flawless. Without hesitation, Glory slid it onto her finger, imagining herself in Joy's place, imagining the life that should have been hers. Pain struck immediately. Her fingers swelled, turning red and grotesque. Screams shattered the silence. Bella, seeing the unexpected consequence, froze. The charm had worked, but not as she intended. The room filled with chaos as servants and family rushed in. Bella confessed everything, the witch, the charm, the envy, the lies. Glory cried, terrified and humiliated, realizing the depth of their greed and the danger of crossing the line between desire and harm. The morning sun poured through Obi's mansion, catching on crystal chandeliers and the soft folds of white fabric. Despite the chaos of the previous night, the house was calm. Joy stood in her wedding dress, her hands steady, her heart light. The golden ring on her finger gleamed in the sunlight, untouched by the dark charm that had failed. Bella and Glory entered, their faces pale and ashamed. They had confessed the truth, the lies, the envy, the witch, and the plan that had gone horribly wrong. The room buzzed with shock, whispers filling every corner, but Joy felt nothing but serenity. She had forgiven silently, letting justice reveal itself naturally. The world narrowed to the two of them. He took her hands gently, smiling at the courage and grace she carried, and whispered, "You are everything I ever dreamed of, Joy." Bella and Glory watched quietly as Joy and Obi exchanged vows. There were no interruptions, no more schemes. Only love, truth, and destiny perfectly aligned.